active situation exactly. This became a barricade situation instead of a hostage situation after those two officers were freed by Philadelphia SWAT members. We do have a camera crew closer to the scene. We want to show you a live picture from that angle, and that's because over the past 30 minutes or so, Philadelphia police have been using basically a device to remove vehicles from the side of the street that this home is on across the street to give access perhaps to that home. SWAT members are still in front of that house trying to communicate with this suspect who has been barricaded in that home since around 4:30 this afternoon. But once again, those 6 officers who were shot in this melee when that initial call came out have been released from the hospital tonight, perhaps a miracle according to the commissioner.
It's nothing short of astounding that in such a confined space that we didn't have more of a tragedy than we did. It's nothing short of a miracle that we don't have multiple officers killed today.
Yeah, perhaps the commissioner stating it best right there. This could have been an incredible tragedy, but instead all 6 of those Philadelphia police officers shot this afternoon are out of the hospital and with family members tonight. This chaotic scene unfolding around 4:30 this afternoon in the Nicetown Tioga section of Philly as members of the Philadelphia Police Narcotics Unit were conducting a felony warrant arrest. Commissioner Ross says those officers entered the rear of the home near the back kitchen when the suspect opened fire. Police inside the house were told jumping out of windows, rushing back through the front door to avoid that gunfire. A shootout began, as you can imagine. Volleys of gunfire could be heard for hours throughout this evening in this densely populated North Philadelphia neighborhood. Police at the scene keeping neighbors and the media back since commanding officers confirm the suspect was heavily armed with at least 1 rifle. Shortly before dusk, we saw 4 women who were escorted by Philadelphia police and SWAT members from this home. Here's what they had to say about this incredibly chaotic situation.
I thank God for these cops. They good people. Don't say nothing bad about them. They kept us safe the whole time. The whole time. They kept us safe. By the permission of a guy. Huh? I live on the 2nd floor, and that's where all the...
We got a little bit of room here, please. Thank you.
Yes.
So you just heard from those 4 women who say they were inside the house. Those officers kept us safe. This incredible story still unfolding right now. The suspect just refusing to cooperate with SWAT members. Once again, this has now become a barricade situation, not a hostage situation. You're taking a live look from one of our camera crews closer to the scene. That camera operator is telling us that a state police forklift was removing a minivan or an SUV from in front of that house. Megaphone operators telling the suspect inside, perhaps negotiators, asking him to surrender and mentioning to that suspect that all 6 officers are alive. They're not going to die. They, of course, are released from the hospital, perhaps a method of getting him removed from the home, knowing he won't face murder charges. But still, at this hour, hours after 4:30 p.m., that initial call happened. This suspect still barricaded inside the house here in the Nicetown Tioga section of North Philadelphia. That is the latest live here in North Philly. I'm Greg Argos. Yuki.